Recently, I found a way to make programming these old systems relaxing and fun. A little help from ChatGPT and a special way to teach AI about the system you're using. You can help it, so it can help you. Let me show you how to make your TI or any other retro computer come back to life. Back in 1982, my parents bought me this TI-99 4A computer. 40 plus years later, it still boots. And this week, I just learned the secret to using AI with old programming languages and their syntax. It doesn't matter what program you're trying to code or what language you're trying to use, this method will work for anything. I'll quickly show you how I struggled a bit to write a hangman program in BASIC. And then after, I created a project in ChatGPT and I uploaded the TI programming manuals. What a huge difference it made. It nails the syntax. First try. It's actually teaching me new methods 40 years later. I started with ChatGPT 4. It was helpful, but we got into a big fight over the language. It suggested functions that don't exist on the TI, and the syntax was a lot of times just plain wrong. And I've written in many versions of BASIC, so I ended up spending quite a bit of time searching Google and finding the online manuals so I could patch things together. After a lot of back and forth and a lot of manual reading, Hangman finally worked. And my daughter still loves to play it today. So here's Hangman running on the real hardware. If you've coded on this machine, you know how satisfying it is to get something working right. So last week I got an idea. I tried something new with ChatGPT 5. I created a dedicated TI-99 4A project, and I moved my Hangman chat into that project. But here's the real magic. I uploaded the TI BASIC and the extended BASIC PDF manuals and told ChatGPT, read these and use them for a reference. From that point on, it started speaking fluent TI BASIC. Got the syntax right, the functions right. There's less trial and error. I felt like I had a buddy who had the manual memorized. I know, it's cheating, but at the same time, I'm learning. Now that I have my project created and the manuals uploaded, I was ready to give it a try. I had a program from years ago I called Lotto Experiment that simulated playing Lotto and showed you how slim your chances of winning really are. Try it and you'll never play again. So it was written in free BASIC, and I did it to show my daughter programming. It turns out she had no real interest in learning to code, but it was enjoyable and something we did together. I uploaded my existing BASIC code, and I asked ChatGPT 5 to port it. It generated the code, and it ran perfectly first try on the real hardware. Blew me away. But if you're familiar with this system, it printed the results line by line. It worked, but the TI text scrolls so slowly. So I asked ChatGPT, hey, it's slow, make it better, without really even giving it any prompt. And it spit out new codes to display the text on the screen without scrolling. Again, I was blown away. It was so much better. I asked it to keep a running tally for the money spent and the money won in Lotto, and it did all of this flawlessly. So here's what I learned. You create a dedicated project for your retro platform on ChatGPT. You upload your exact manuals, and the AI will respect the real syntax and the keywords. Give it any special instructions you want, like you prefer displaying text rather than scrolling, or don't wrap words across the screen. It'll design for your hardware limits, and I found it's easiest to test using an online emulator. And then once you get it working, you can test and play on the real hardware. I really enjoyed making this video. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea to try. I'm already working on another one, just a bit more advanced to see how far I can push my luck. Thinking I'll do it live. So subscribe so you don't miss it.